What is up guys, I hope everyone is doing well and having an awesome holiday season. So in this video we are going to check out the Acer Predator X27 gaming monitor. So this video is sponsored by Acer, so for that reason it will just be an overview, but I will leave some of my favourite full in-depth reviews of this monitor down below in the description for you guys to check out. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump into the video. So if you're the kind of person who must have the absolute best when it comes to PC gaming and like the sound of 4K, 144Hz and HDR, then the Acer Predator X27 is definitely a monitor you will want to look at. With a price tag of over £2,000 here in the UK and over $2,000 in the US, it is certainly a large chunk of money to part with, so let's see if it's worth your hard-earned cash. So as always, let's start by taking a quick look at what is included inside the box. So the first thing you'll be greeted with is a hood that may come in handy for anyone using this in an office. Next we have the power brick, and you do get both the UK and EU plugs. Acer have also included the VESA mount in case you are going to wall mount this. And last of all, we have the DisplayPort cable, HDMI cable and all the usual manuals. So when I first took this out of the box, I was pleasantly surprised when it comes to the design. Most Predator line products usually scream gaming, but this monitor is very nice and would fit into most offices as well. We do still have that sharp angular design in places, and of course some lighting that you can go ahead and play with if you wish. But overall, I would say it's certainly a great looking monitor. The stand itself is constructed from a solid slab of metal, giving the monitor a lot of weight, but it keeps it nice and still on your desk without taking up too much room and allows for easy adjustments. Speaking of adjustments, we have all the usual that you would expect, but there is no 90-degree portrait adjustment, which personally I doubt anyone who's paying this much money for this monitor would want to do that. Taking a look at the back of the X27, you will find your USB hub that supports two USB 3.0 ports on the rear, and you can also find a further two on the left hand side. In terms of connections, you can choose between HDMI or DisplayPort, and on the right hand side is where you will find all of your controls. With the control knob, it makes navigating the OSD very easy, and there are plenty of options in here, like the ability to overclock the monitor to get that 144Hz. Overall, design wise, I would say this monitor looks really good, and I'm pretty sure it would fit into most situations without any trouble at all. So let's talk a little bit about that panel. As mentioned, it does support full 4K gaming at 144Hz with full HDR support, and I must say the Quantum Dot IPS panel looks absolutely stunning. One thing worth noting however is that this monitor will not only benefit gamers, as Acer are claiming 99% of the Adobe RGB colour space, so it may come in very handy for those who like to colour correct in Photoshop and video edit, etc. So it's nice that it is also perfect for creatives. So I went ahead and threw on some 4K HDR content to test this out, and I know it's really hard to portray on video, but trust me when I say it looks absolutely glorious. The colours just pop, blacks are inky, and it is super sharp. You really do have to see it to believe it. So what's it like to game on? Well, there may not be loads of HDR titles available, but when you load games like Forza or Tomb Raider, the experience is great. Gaming at 4K with HDR enabled takes games to a whole new level, and even games that don't support HDR are a joy to play on here. Just bear in mind that if you want to run this at 4K 144Hz, then you are definitely going to need one hell of a rig, and probably an RTX 2080 Ti or two to get the very best out of this. But if you have the best of gear, then pairing it with this monitor is certainly a good idea. So that pretty much rounds up this quick look at the Acer Predator X27 gaming monitor. So what do you think about 4K gaming and HDR? Is it really necessary and something you would like to get into? Or is it just way out of your budget? Let me know down below, as I'm definitely interested to know what you guys think. As mentioned at the start of the video, I will link some full reviews down below in case you want to go ahead and check them out. As always guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you all have a wonderful new year. Stay safe, be kind to each other, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.